Game week 14 is not done yet, still 2 games to be played, but the next deadline is only a couple of days away, so it's time to start the preparations. In this video, I'll quickly take a look at my game week 14 score, the team selection for game week 15, an updated midfield watch list, and the captain selection for game week 15. Let's have a look. Not a game week to remember for my team, currently only 41 points, and it will probably be a big red arrow. Sanchez and Gabriel, they didn't play, so 0 points for them. Fabianski and Masraoui will come in with 2 and 1 points. Aït-Nouri, 0 for him as well, but he actually played, and the last player in defense for me will be Kirkis in that last game, Bournemouth against Spurs. Really frustrating as well, seeing all of my transfers in this game week blank. Saka, Bowen and Cunha as well, and especially since I sold Isak to afford the upgrade from Mbeumo to Saka. So kind of frustrating, but hopefully I can get those points back in the next couple of game weeks. Another frustrating thing about game week 14 was the captaincy. I picked Cole Palmer for his 7 points, but Mo Salah really smashed it with 2 goals and 1 assist in a tough game against Newcastle, so well done to all the Salah captainers. The others will probably see a red arrow in game week 14. Now Pedro, he will be the last player for me this game week, so hopefully he can do something to limit the damage in game week 14. But let's look ahead and take a look at the team selection for game week 15. This is my game week 15 team. Looks really good on paper, but so was the case ahead of game week 14, so no guarantees. I don't really fancy playing Sanchez against Tottenham. I have Fabianski on the bench, but he is playing against Cunha, so I'll probably pick Sanchez as my goalkeeper. Solid defense with Kirkis, Gabriel and Masraoui. Not sure if Gabriel will be fit, but I will probably just start him and hope for the best. I also have a couple of good, decent bench options in both Lewis Hall and Aït-Nouri. A really strong midfield for game week 15 with Bowen, Salah, Palmer and Saka, and up front I will start Havertz, João Pedro and Cunha. Hopefully game week 15 will be a game week where my forwards will score as well, and the captaincy will be really tough this game week. Mo Salah is on fire but has a really tough fixture in game week 15 playing away against Everton, but I'll talk more about the captaincy in the captain selection at the end of this video. Right now, let's take a look at potential bargains in midfield. I've come up with a midfield watch list consisting of players with really good attacking stats, really good fixtures, and their ownership is under 10%. So let's have a look at this week's midfield watch list. If your team needs a new midfielder, I would advise you to take a closer look at one of those options. All of them have, as mentioned, really good fixtures going forward, and their attacking stats are good as well. As we can see, their ownership is under 10%. So Mitoma, really good fixtures. He has been good lately, getting into the box a lot when he is contributing with crosses as well, and every time the ball is on the other side of the pitch, he's always bombing into the box, so he really passes the eye test when it comes to being involved in Brighton's goals going forward. Same goes for Gordon, really good player. He's priced at 7.2, so if you can't afford Isak for their good fixtures coming up, then I think that Anthony Gordon is a decent cover for Newcastle. Bowen as well, I brought them in. The last game week was really frustrating watching the game where he had so many chances to score but ended up on 2 points. But as mentioned, if you need a new midfielder, all of those options could be really good. I know that a lot of teams that sold Haaland probably will have the likes of Salah, Saka and Cole Palmer, but for your 4th or maybe 5th, if you play a 3-5-2, I recommend taking a closer look at those players. As mentioned, the captaincy is really tough for game week 15 as well. I've not really decided which one I will go for, but I'll look at 3 different options and their opponents in game week 15. If you're interested, join my live Q&A on Friday nights. I always do a Q&A the night before the deadline or an actual deadline stream on the deadline. So subscribe to the channel so you get a notification for my next live event. So Saka, he is first out. He's playing against Fulham. They have kept 1 clean sheet, 6 goals conceded, 9 big chances conceded, and 14 shots on target. When it comes to expected goals conceded, Fulham, they have actually done well recently with only 4.21, which is 5th in the league. So actually pretty good stats when it comes to defending for Fulham. They're like not a team to target at the moment, but we know about Arsenal and Saka's qualities, even though he blanked in game week 14. But let's have a look at the next option. Cole Palmer and Chelsea, they are playing against Spurs. They have kept 1 clean sheet and only conceded 4 goals in their last 4 matches. They have conceded 15 big chances, which is quite bad. It's 19th in the league, and they have 15 shots on target and an expected goals conceded of 7.21. So we can say that Spurs actually have mixed defensive stats. They have only conceded 4 goals, but they are one of the worst teams in the league when it comes to conceding big chances. The next option is a player that's on fire. No surprises, it's Mo Salah. But let's take a look at Liverpool's opponents for the next game week. As mentioned, Mo Salah, he is on fire and he did really well in game week 14 against Newcastle, a tough opponent, especially in the second half. Mo Salah looked really good. The one thing that is putting me off giving the armband to Salah in game week 15 is the opposition. First of all, it's a derby. They are playing at Goodison against Everton, and we know that those kind of games are like not following the regular patterns. But let's have a look at Everton's defensive stats. They have kept actually 3 clean sheets, which is best in the league. 3 clean sheets in the last 4 games. Only conceded 4 goals, 9 big chances conceded, 15 shots on target, and they have an expected goals conceded of 3.74, which is second best in the league. So when we consider Mo Salah's form, it would be easy just to give him the captain's armband, but this game could be really tight. But on the other hand, it's a derby, so it's all up in the air, to be honest. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about the captaincy for game week 15. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel, and please join in on Friday nights for the Q&A ahead of the game week 15 deadline. See you next time.